Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing good. Children, as you all are aware that yesterday we had started our chapter 9, that is money, and in that we have done the introduction of money, how to write it in words, how to write it in number, as well as we have done conversion of paisa into rupees also, means conversion of a smaller unit of money into a bigger unit of money. So here we have rupee and paisa, and when we are representing rupee and paisa using decimal, then the whole number part that will represent rupee and the decimal part will represent paisa. If I'll ask from you that represent 15 rupee 25 paisa with a decimal, and the unit which you have to use, that is rupee. So you will write it like this, 15.25. Now here what is there? The whole number part, which is 15, that is your rupee part, and this decimal part is your paisa part. And if you are supposed to write it in words, you will write it 15 rupees and 25 paise. Now yesterday I have told you that when one is there, then we called it paisa because that is singular, and when more than one is there, then we called it paise. Fine, that is plural of paisa. So after that we have seen how to write it in words, how to write it using decimal, and we had started our exercise 9.1 in which we have done first two questions in which we were writing it using decimal and then we were writing it using words. So in that row only today we are going to start with our third question of exercise, that is rewrite in rupee and paisa. So now what is there? This same question which I have given you just now, that only we will do it in this third question. See how. Now question 3 is rewrite in rupee and paise. Now this is the question, rewrite in rupees and paise. Rupees and paise. Now I'll take question one by one and then I'll explain how will you write it using rupee and paise. Now here what is given to you, you have been given with decimal representation of rupee and paisa, and that you are supposed to write it using rupee and paisa. Let's see how. Now A part is rupee 0.12. So as I told you, this whole number part represent rupee and the decimal part represent paise. So here you can see in whole number part we do not have any rupee. So we'll write it only 12. Now here rewrite in rupee and paisa. So you will write 12 paise. 12 paise. Because here the rupee is 0. Now we'll come to next question. Rupee B part, that is rupee 1.03. So we'll write it. If we have 0, then we are not necessary to mention that 0 rupee over here. But if we have 1, 2, 3 or whatever, that we will mention over there. So what we will write here? 1 rupee and how much paise? That is and 3 paise. Fine. 1 rupee and 3 paise. Now let's take one more example. Now this and is optional. If you want to write this and, fine. If you will not write it, it is not incorrect. Now come to C part. What is C part? That is rupee 90.90. So how we will write? 90 rupees 90 paise. 90 rupees and 90 paise. Quite simple. As we are speaking in words, in the same way you have to write it. Now come to next, that is rupee 178.39. So here we will write 178 rupees, and then how many paisa? 39 paise. 39 paise. 178 rupees 39 paise. See what we have learned here. We have learned how to write a decimal representation of rupee and paisa in words. As we spell it, in the same way we'll write it. Now children, next we are going to do a conversion question. Yesterday we have seen the concept of how to convert paisa into rupee, that is converting a smaller unit into bigger unit. And today we are going to see both the conversion form, rupee to paisa and paisa to rupee. So let's start with the question number 4, that is conversion only. So here what we will do, we will use the concept of that measurement, that whenever we have to convert paisa into rupee, smaller unit into bigger unit, then we will do division. Smaller to bigger we will do division, and bigger to smaller we will do multiplication. Let's see how. Fourth question, convert into rupees. It means the question will be given in paisa. The question will be given in paisa, and that you are supposed to convert it into rupees. It means smaller to bigger. Then what you will do? You will do division. Now what is that? A part is 5 paise. Now in the solution, this you all are aware that rupee 1 is equals to 100 paise. It means whatever paise will be given, that will be divided by 100. So what we will do here, 5 paise is equal to 5 will be divided by 100 to change it into rupee. Now this will become rupee 0.05, or we can write therefore 5 paise is equal to rupee 0.05. See what we have done in this question. In this question you have been given with 5 paise, and paise you are supposed to convert it into rupee. Smaller to bigger, then you will do division. This relation you all are aware that rupee 1 is equals to 100 paise. It means when we have to convert 5 paise into rupee, 5 will be divided by 100. So we'll divide it by 100, and this representation of decimal means dividing by 10, 100 or 1000, that we have seen in the decimal chapter. In the decimal chapter concept we have seen. So we'll count from back 1, 2 and we'll put the decimal over here. 0.05. So what is the answer here? 5 paisa is equals to rupee 0.05. Let's take one more example related to this. That is 70 paisa. Sorry. B part is 70 paise. Again the concept is same. We'll write here solution. Again rupee 1 is equals to 100 paisa. Rupee 1 is equals to 100 paisa. It means this 70 paisa is equal to 70 will be divided by 100 to change it into rupee. Now 0.70, put the decimal. Therefore 70 paise is equals to rupee 0.70. Fine. The same concept we have. Fine. Whenever paise is supposed to convert it into rupee, you will do division by 100. So that only we have done in this question also and in B part also. Similarly, let's see. Now what happened if you have a bigger number of paisa? For example, you have 1 digit, then 2 digit. If you have 3 or 4 digit, then what will happen? Then you will get an answer in which you have some amount in rupee also and some amount you will be having in paisa also. Let's see how. Let's see how. The concept will be same. The method will be same. The only difference will be that in the answer, instead of 0 rupee, you will be getting some amount of rupee. So let's see C part. In this we are going to see C and D both the part. 320 paise. Now solution, rupee 1 is equals to 100 paise. Now what happened that 320 paise is equals to, now 320 will be divided by 100 to change it into rupee. Now when we are dividing it by 100, that automatically change it into rupee. So here also you can put this symbol rupee. Now count from back 1 2 and we'll put the decimal here 3.20. So this will be the answer. Then you will write, therefore 320 paisa can be written like this, rupee 3.20. Similarly, D part, D part, 1563 paise. Again here in the solution, first what is the relation? Rupee 1 is equals to 100 paise. So here 1563 paise will be equal to 1563. That will be divided by 100. So what we are getting here? Rupee will count from back 1 2. So we'll put the decimal here 15.63. So we'll put the decimal here and the answer we will get it rupee is 15.63. So what we have seen in this question, let's understand it once again and then we will move to the next conversion. So what is given here? You have been given with, the question is given in paise and that paise you are supposed to convert it into rupees. Now smaller unit to bigger unit you are going. So for going from a smaller unit into bigger unit, what you are supposed to do? You are supposed to do it division. So that only we have done. Rupee 1 is equals to 100 paisa. So here 320 paisa is equals to 320 will be divided by 100. Now when we are dividing it by 100, then this automatically this paisa will become rupee. And then next step is to representing it using decimal. So we'll count from back 1 2 and we'll put the decimal over here. Similarly we'll do D part also. 1563 paisa. So here rupee 1 is equals to 100 paisa. So in the next step 1563 will be divided by 100. We'll count from back and then we will put rupee 15.63. Fine. Rupees 15.63. Fine. So with this we have completed with our first conversion, that is converting a paisa into rupee. Now we'll come to our second conversion, that is converting into paisa. Means the question will be given in rupee and that you are supposed to converting into paise. So let's start question number 5 of exercise. Now related to this question number 5, you have been given with example 2 in this exercise. So that you will do practice, and here we will do exercise 9.1 with question number 5, convert into paise. Now what is there? The question is given in rupee. The question is given in rupee. And then bigger to smaller, how you are going from bigger unit to smaller unit? By multiplication. So what we will do here? We will do multiplication over here. Now let's see A part. What is there A part? A part is rupees 0.09. Rupees 0.09. Now the relation is same. As I told you earlier only, that here we are going to use only one relation, that is rupee 1 is equals to 100 paisa. So if in 1 we have 100 paisa, then rupee 0.09. How many paisa are there? 0.09 will be multiplied by 100. And this multiplication of decimal we have seen in a decimal chapter, that whenever we are multiplying any decimal number by 10, 100 and 1000 or 1000, if we are multiplying it by 10, then this decimal will shift one place towards the right, towards your right hand. Fine? One place towards the right. Now here we have 2 zeros. It means the decimal will shift 2 places towards the right. So this will become 1, 2 and that will become 9 and the unit will be paise. Because that is only asked in the question, convert into paise. The question is already given in rupee. So let's see one more example. B part, that is rupee 0.29. Again we'll write solution. Relation also will write same, rupee 1 is equals to 100 paise. It means rupee, whatever rupee will be given to you, that will be multiplied by 0.29 will be multiplied by 100. So what we are getting? Now the decimal will shift how many places towards the right? 2 places. 1, 2 and that will become 29 paise. 29 paise. When we are multiplying it by 100, then automatically we are changing it into paise. So I hope the concept how we are supposed to convert a rupee into paisa. Rupee is the bigger unit and paisa is the smaller unit. Whenever you are supposed to convert a bigger unit into smaller unit, then what you will do? You will do multiplication, and here we have done the multiplication, and by the multiplication the decimal will shift 2 places towards the right. Fine? 1, 2 and then it will be removed and the answer you will be getting in paise. Now what is there? Let's see C part of this question 5, convert into paisa. See, the concept is not difficult. The concept is not difficult. The only thing which you have to keep it in your mind, that is what you are supposed to do it. Bigger to smaller, smaller to bigger. And accordingly you will use the operation. Now here we'll see C part. That is rupee 1.09. So here rupee 1 is equals to 100 paise. This is universal fact and that we are going to use it. It is not going to change. So here rupee 1.09. What happened now? 1.09 will be multiplied by 100. Here only you can write unit. Now the decimal will shift 2 places towards the right, 1, 2 and that will become 109 paise. 109 paise. So what we have done in this question? In this question again we have seen that the question which is given in rupee. So you can write the answer like this also. Therefore rupee 1.09 is equals to 109 paise. So again I am telling you what are the different steps. Understand it carefully. First question you have to see, bigger to smaller you have to go. Relation you will write, then bigger to smaller, then you will do multiply. Whatever question is given, that will be multiplied by 100. And multiplying a decimal number by 10, 100 or 1000. If 10 is there, the decimal will shift one place towards the right. If we have 100, then the decimal will shift two places to the right. And if we have 1000, then the decimal will shift three places to the right. Now here the decimal will shift two places to the right, 1, 2. And then the decimal will remove, and the answer is 109 paise. 109 paise. So let's see another question related to this same concept. Now let's see D part. What is there? Rupee 70.80. 70.80. Again it is given in rupee, that you are supposed to change it into paise. So first of all we'll write the relation rupee 1 is equals to 100 paise. So now what happened here? Rupee 70 and 80 paisa. What happened now? 70.80 will be multiplied by 100. Now the decimal will shift two places towards the right, 1, 2, and that will become 70, 80, and the unit will be paise. Here also you can write the unit P, and then you can write therefore rupee 70, 80 is equals to 7080 paisa, P. Fine. Now next again we have a question which is in decimal form. So now I am going to do F and G part. After D, E part you will do it yourself, and now I am going to do F and G part, which is given in fraction form. So let's see how you will convert rupee which is given in fraction form into paisa. Rupee which is given in fraction form, that how you will convert it into paisa. See F part. The question is given rupee 1/4. Now in the solution, this fraction rupee will multiplied by 100. See how? First of all, rupee 1 is equals to 100 paise. It means this rupee 1/4, that will become 1/4 will be multiplied by 100 and then paise. So we do not have anything in the denominator, we'll write 1, that will become 100/4 paise. Do the division. 4 2s are 4 1s are 4 2s are 8, 4 5s are 20. So here the answer will be 25 paisa. So you will write therefore 1/4 rupee 1/4 is equals to 25 paisa. See what we have done in this question. Whenever you have been given any rupee in fraction, what you will do, that rupee fraction will be multiplied by 100. That is the same procedure you have to follow. The rupee which is given in fraction form, that will be multiplied by 100 paisa. And then you are knowing that how to solve or how to multiply a fraction with a whole. So here the fraction will be multiplied by a whole, that is 100. So here we do not have anything, we'll write 1. Now 100 1s will be 100, 4 1s will be 4. Then we will reduce it into its lowest term. 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8, then 2 0 will be left. Then 5, 4 fives are will be 20 and the answer is 25 paisa. Therefore, rupee 1 by 4 can be written 25 paisa. Now here in your book you have been given the next question also, which is in mixed fraction. Next question which is given in mixed fraction. Let's see how will you solve that mixed fraction question. So what is your G part in your book? G part is what? Let's see. G part is rupee 3 1 by 10. So now what has happened here? Rupee 3 by 10 will be multiplied. Now 10 threes will be 3 1 by 10 we can write here. That will be multiplied by 100. Fine. Now this mixed fraction we will write it in improper fraction. First step will be this. 10 threes are 30 and 31 by 10. That will be multiplied by 100 by 1. So here 10 ones are 10, 10 tens are 100. So here 31 will be multiplied by 10. So that will become 310 and the unit will be paise. See how we have done. You have been given with a mixed fraction, that is 3 1 by 10, and that 3 1 by 10, 3 1 by 10, that will be changed it into improper fraction. 10 threes are 30 plus 1, 31 by 10. Then it will be multiplied by 100, because in 1 rupee we have 100 paisa. So in this 31 by 10 rupee, how many paisa are there? So that will be multiplied by 100. Now here we do not have anything in the denominator. So what we will do? We will write 1 over there. And then 10 ones will be 10, 10 tens will be 100. Now 31 will be multiplied by 10. That will become 310 paisa. Now that you can write this answer, you can write in the form of therefore. Therefore, rupee 3 1 by 10 can be written as 310 paisa. 310 paisa. So I hope if the question, in the question it is given in fraction form, then also you can do it easily. There is no problem in the question. So whatever solution is required, that is same as we have done in the fraction chapter. So actually basically if you will see in maths, in your class 5, the concept of fraction, then decimal, then measurement, then percentage, all these concepts are interlinked with each other. If you will left fraction and then you are thinking that we can understand decimal, no, it is not possible. And if you have any doubt in decimal, you just go through that chapter, that fraction, because fraction will tell you that what part of that decimal part. Fine. And in decimal we have one part which is your whole part, and then other is your decimal part. That comes from that fractional part only. So it is, these concepts are quite important. Now what is there, that with this question I have completed exercise 9.1, but in your book you have been given with example 2, that is convert into paise. Again that question, and here you have different kind of a question, but all the questions are of same kind as we have done in exercise. So you all will do that example as well as this exercise 9.1 also. Now what is there, children? Next, what is the next concept? Next is addition of money. As I told you yesterday only, that first we will do conversion of money, rupee to paisa and paisa to rupee. After that we will do our basic fundamental operation and then applications related to basic fundamental operation. So in that row tomorrow we are going to take addition of money. So today we are going to finish our class here. I hope that there is no doubt in this conversion part. Tomorrow we will start with addition of money. Till that you will complete the work and have a good day.